Always something fun and exciting at the Tennessee Aquarium, and now we're here to talk about New Year, New You. Tom Benson is joining us from the aquarium along with Julia Gregory, who is a senior educator. Good morning and welcome back to both of you.
Thank you.
You brought this little guy in earlier this morning and we were so fascinated with him. We wanted to have you back. Tell me about who you have and what he is.
All righty. Well, she's a girl.
She's a girl.
But she's not insulted. It's okay. She's a Tenrec.
And what is a Tenrec?
A Tenrec is a very primitive mammal from Madagascar. And the irony of it is, even though they're primitive for a mammal, they're like 30 different species. So once they got on the island and began to turn into different kinds of animals over time, the diversity of adaptation is nothing short of astounding. So this is kind of the hedgehog model.
Okay.
This one forages on the surface, has a short tail, doesn't do much jumping. But there are Tenrecs that live in rice paddies that have quills like porcupines for defense.
Really?
And they're black with white stripes like skunks to warn other animals away. There are Tenrecs with long tails that live in the trees and jump from branch to branch. There are Tenrecs that live in the niche of a small river otter.
May I hold her for just a moment?
You may pet her if you would like. Right. This is her first time out anywhere ever, so I'm being a little protective of her. I trust you. She's just a newbie.
And how old is she?
She's less than a year.
Less than a year. All right, Tom, how many of these Tenrecs do you have at the aquarium?
There are two.
Two?
And this will be one of the examples of some of the program animals that come out into the gallery spaces. Our new gallery, Island Life, will open on March 15th. We're very excited about that. A lot of different displays, some animals that you've never seen displayed at the aquarium before. Some animals that rarely are displayed at other aquariums, like the flashlight fish, for example.
Right.
We're going to have a gigantic flashlight fish exhibit. These guys have bacteria in their cheeks, and they have like a little pocket that the bacteria causes the animals to light up just a little bit, and the pockets open and close, so they kind of blink on and off like a flashlight.
Now you said animals we have never seen displayed at the aquarium. Can you go into a little more detail?
Yeah, so there'll be an Indo-Pacific tank that will have some species that we haven't shown before. They're real colorful fish from the Coral Triangle, that area from northern Australia into the Indo-Pacific area. Very vibrant coral reef. It'll be interesting for folks to see the animals that live in the secret reef, the Flower Garden Banks National Marine Sanctuary, and then compare it with the creatures that live in the Coral Triangle. And then we'll have a Vancouver Island exhibit, which will have some cold species that we've never exhibited before, which are pretty cool.
Who do we have here in the bowl?
Well, this guy right here is a giant chocolate chip sea star, and I'll see if I can grab
That
him
is a
up
big
real
sea
cool.
star, isn't it?
It is. And this guy is another example of some of the creatures that we'll have in some of the animal programs, not only in Island Life, but also just on any given day, these animals make appearances. So you can see on the bottom here, all of the tube feet.
Right.
And you can see, if you get a close-up of that, you can see how active those are and just how magnificent this giant sea star is. Now in the Vancouver Island exhibit, we'll have cold climate sea stars, which will be different colors. There'll be some red and I think some green ones.
We're glad you could both come down, including the Tenrec and the big chocolate chip sea star. Is that right?
Well done.
We are running out of time. I wish we could stick around a little bit longer. And by the way, our director in the back, Tori, has got a name for this Tenrec.
I'm ready.
We're going to tell you right after the break. Stay with us.